knew I had a responsibility to make sure the paramedics knew my grandfather died of a ruptured brain aneurysm, so that it would help the doctors, so it would help them know what to do for
So
me.
it's kind of like you had a word of knowledge, or you had supernatural help.
It
knowing,
must have been, because
yes,
that's
yeah.
not a normal thing for most people to self-diagnose that accurately. And so, but I felt like that was an assignment to do, to make sure he knew, that the paramedics knew, and that the paramedics relayed it to the hospital when they got there, to the doctors on duty. So, and once that had happened, it's kind of like I just went internal. And I am a person of faith, and so I immediately just kind of took a deep sigh and said, okay, God, now, inside I'm speaking to myself, now it's up to you. And immediately I was given a sense of, you're going to be okay. Like, this is not unto death. You're going to be okay. I had this peace. And I felt like the Lord was saying, do you want to come and just be with me during this time? Not die and go to heaven or whatever, but just be with him in his presence. And of course I said yes. And as soon as I did, it's almost like I was just flooded head to toe with deep peace, and I had no pain.
Wow.
I know my body was having pain, and obviously from reports of what he said, I experienced such joy and gratitude for what was happening, even though I didn't know the outcome yet, that it turned into kind of worship. And I'd have songs in my spirit, and I honestly felt like I was singing. And I asked Steve later, like, what do the paramedics think of me singing those songs,
You weren't singing.
I have a totally different perspective on life and death now.
Can you explain on that?
Well, if this is even, what I experience is even a taste of what our afterlife might be like in some ways, when you read about people saying it's inexplicable, that there's inexplicable joy, there's all these wonderful things, I think it's true, and I've experienced a taste and see of that, not the full extent, obviously, but so much that I will never question that kind of thing again.